After years of fierce speculation from the left over the credibility of the Hunter Biden laptop story, even the most hardcore liberals finally came around to the fact that this was never disinformation, as it was often portrayed. But during a hearing this week, FBI Director Christopher Wray had this to say.
Do you believe the Hunter Biden laptop story is disinformation?
Well, I want to be careful about, there is an ongoing investigation that is relevant to that. So I have to be careful of what I can share on that here.
Do you believe the Hunter Biden laptop story is disinformation?
I don't think there's anything I can share on that in open setting.
All right, joining us now is our Friday company, Erin Elmore, Turning Point USA contributor, and Grace Curley, host of The Grace Curley Show. Ladies, welcome to Spicer and Company this Friday. Glad to have you. Erin, I'll start with you. I get it that information pertaining to an active investigation should not be shared. But Ray's statement even drew eye rolls from Democrats because I think at this point, everyone knows the laptop is real.
Yeah. Yes, everyone knows that the laptop is real. And thank God we have people like Elise Stefanik to hold these liberals' feet to the fire. And honestly, what happened to liberty and justice for all? You know, this FBI and all of these prosecutors on a state and federal level have these January 6 defendants who are sitting in jail without a trial, many of them still. Yet Hunter Biden, for all of his lying and misgiving, is still walking our streets today. So if you're a liberal, there's one standard of justice, and if you're conservative, there's another. And that's not the America anyone should want to live in.
Grace,
After last week's quiz, I got an email through my website from a loyal viewer. Her name was Marie Ivy, and she wrote, "Hey, Sean, love the company quiz, watch every week, but you need to let Lindsay moderate sometimes. You take the quiz. Thanks for your show, Marie." Well, we got to give the people what they want. So, Lindsay, take it away. Ask and you shall receive, right?
I appreciate that, Marie. Thanks so much. How fun. Okay, so we're going to do it today. I'm going to proctor the quiz. Sean, you're going to play. So I must hand over my letters to you. You ready for this?
No.
Back to play with us, Erin Elmore, Grace Curley. Ladies, welcome. You are now against the one and only Sean Spicer. So we're changing things up today. Are you guys ready?
So ready.
Okay, all right. Question number one. As part of his new budget proposal, President Biden wants to raise taxes on Americans making more than $400,000 a year to boost funding for Medicare. Biden wants to increase Medicare tax rates for those making more than $400,000 from 3.8 to 5%. The salary of the U.S. president is $400,000 per year, but the first presidential salary starting with George Washington was, get this, $25,000 a year. Who was the first American president to get a raise? Was it A, Abraham Lincoln, B, Ulysses S. Grant, C, Grover Cleveland, or D, Teddy Roosevelt? Who got a raise as president? Those letters. Sean, you seem stumped here.
No, I just needed to find it. I didn't know if they were in order. I don't know how you leave the letters.
Okay,
Ooh,
we have an A, a C, and a B, and Grace Curley on the board early. It is Ulysses.
Oh, no, I think you put these in the wrong order. Oh, God.
You got to look at the letters, Sean. Two here, Grace on the board. On Tuesday, the Department of Justice filed an antitrust lawsuit to block the merger between JetBlue and Spirit Airlines after JetBlue's $3.8 billion proposal. If it does go through, it would create the fifth largest airline in the country. The lawsuit is the latest anti-monopoly move by the Biden administration. Speaking of monopoly, in the original version of the board game, which of these properties is priced the highest? Is it A, Atlantic Avenue, B, Baltic Avenue, C, Mediterranean Avenue, or D, Pennsylvania Avenue? Wow, Sean, up there quick with his letter. We have a C, a B, and a D, and it is D, Grace Curley again.
Grace,
Sean, you thought it was Baltic.
Oh, I can't.
Grace crushing it. 2-0-0. All right. Erin, Sean, let's go. Question number 3 here. According to a report this week, Missouri Congresswoman and squad member Cori Bush, who has called for defunding the police, paid $140,000 to a bodyguard who claims that he is 109 trillion years old. Nathaniel Davis, that's the guy, he says he's a high priest with the ability to summon tornadoes and read minds. I don't think you want to be around him. 109 trillion years is a long time to live, but according to livescience.com, what is the oldest animal species still living today? Is it A, shrimp, B, sharks, C, horseshoe crabs, or D, cockroaches?
I don't
Oldest
even
animal
think I
species
understand
still
the
living
question.
today.
Don't cheat.
All right, C. Everyone thought C. No, wait, I'm messed up on my pages here. It is. You guys all got it right. Horseshoe crab. Wow, I'm surprised.
Listen, I get the New
That
Englanders
is
are going to get this.
impressive. Yeah. Question number 4. Speaking of being around for a while, during his speech to unveil his budget yesterday, President Biden. Okay,
Biden
no one
won.
got that one right. All right, question number 5.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Diana Prince there. Sorry, guys. Okay, so what this means is great. All right, more Spicer and Company right.
I want to get your thoughts on a subject which I'm extremely passionate about. And frankly, the well-being of our nation could hinge on the very issue that I'm talking about. Obviously, I'm talking about daylight savings time. We have seen legislation last year. I was very excited. It passed the Senate. It was a little bit of a trickery almost that got it through the Senate, and then it stalled in the House. Florida Senator Marco Rubio, though, he has reintroduced the legislation. I don't think it's going to happen in quite the same way that it got through last year, but I'm hoping that people are 100% pro-sunshine, and I'm wondering if we finally have the momentum to get this a go. Erin, I'm going to start with you. Are we ready as a nation to finally put an end to this spring forward, fall back nonsense and just be 100% pro sunshine, stop the nonsense and lock it in once we spring forward again?
And I'm glad you're tackling this very serious topic right now, because daylight savings.
Thank you.
started-
China, the deficit, and daylight savings, right there.
But it does impact every single American, no matter whether you're a Democrat or a Republican. And we know that this started during agricultural times, I believe, right? So
Yes.
Arizona has gone without daylight savings, and I think it's time for the rest of us to do away with daylight savings. I don't know who Marco Rubio's constituents are here that he's trying to appeal to make daylight savings permanent, but I am against my great Florida senator on this one. I say we get rid of daylight savings, keep the sunshine, forget the hour change, time change twice a week, and just go with that sunshine.
So wait, so you do realize Marco Rubio wants to end it. He wants to actually lock it in.
I just recently read that he wanted to keep it. Okay, I'm a fake news advocate today. Absolutely not. Marco Rubio,
Okay.
I'm with you. Let's keep the sunshine. His constituents are the people like me of the state of Florida. I am with him. No daylight savings time. Let's let it rip.
Grace, are you on the team?
Oh, I am team Marco. I am team Erin. I am team Sean. I am team Sunshine.
Stick around, because during his speech yesterday, President Biden slipped up and called Donald Trump the maybe future president. It's a little clue for the company quiz, which has a little twist as well today. Don't go away.